Hello everyone, Zane here, welcome to another Final Fantasy XIV video. Today we're going to be doing our preparations for patch 6.5, the Growing Light. This is going to be coming out October 3rd, thanks to last night's live letter. Now 6.5 is not going to be the whole content. We have 6.51 and then 6.55 is coming out mid-January, so we've got plenty of time. So in 6.5 we are going to be focusing on our gear. Now, crafted gear is going to be upgraded, just like we did before, by augmenting it with the items that we get from this NPC over here. Now, I don't know if we are going to be using the same rain exchange, but you most likely are going to be seeing a third rain equivalent to the current crafted gear. Remember that this gear cannot be overmelded like the unaugmented set, so be prepared to meld only grade 10. Next is going to be the raid gear, or in this case it's going to be this stuff here. Now if you are not doing savage, they're going to be giving us the materials you see here. You have the twine for the body, and then you have the shine for the accessories. If you are not doing Savage, the best way to do that is by doing the 24-man raid. That is going to be these here. Now you're going to be needing these coins that you get from doing the Euphrosyne and Aglaya raid. You get one per run, but the new one that's coming out is going to give you one per week. So you're going to get about 8 coins from each of these, and then it's going to take you about 8 weeks of the new 24-man raid to upgrade your gear. But there is another way that you guys can do it, and that is going to be with the hunt. Now with the hunt, you're going to be using your hunt nuts. This is from the train from Endwalker and Shadowbringers. For those of you who did not know, the hunt train is where a bunch of people go as a group to each of the zone, killing all the A ranks that they have scouted ahead of time. Alright, so usually on my server they go from 10:30 in the morning, sometime in the afternoon, and then usually 11:30 at night to end it out. But you're going to be using your nuts as well to get the upgrades as well that we had before, such as the moonshine and the radiant stuff. This was the old ones. Usually they go for 3,000 for the body and 2,000 for the accessories. So by doing this 3 times a day, you can ultimately upgrade your tomestone gear in less time than 8 weeks. So do a little bit of the 24-man raid and do a little bit of the hunt, and you'll have a full augmented tomestone gear in no time. Next thing, and this is the most important one, make sure you have the main story done up to the Dark Throne. This is going to be the end of 6.4. So in 6.5, we're going to get one half of the main story. And then 6.55, we'll get the remaining leading into Dawn Trail. So make sure you have this done by October 3rd. Next is going to be your Island Sanctuary. So make sure, number 1, if you haven't done this already, make sure you have your 4th workshop unlocked. Make sure that you have your granaries unlocked. We have 6 areas so far. The last one was the Crumbling Caverns. We are going to be getting a 7th area unlocked in the next patch, so expect that. We are going to be getting new items to gather, so this is going to be expanded. We are going to be getting new tools for the hopefully the next expansion to the hideout, so expect new builder tools and a new gathering tool as well. Now over here, this was asked by somebody during the Fan Fest of North America, but hopefully the pasture will be getting an expansion. So hopefully this area right here, which is just basically rocks and a tree, will get dug out, and the pasture will get increased past 20 items or 20 animals. But we are going to be getting a giant marble that we know of so far as a new animal. We are going to be getting new seeds. So right now this is what we have so far, so expect to get new ones. Somewhere on this island here, we're going to be getting a new area. So as of right now, the Mountain Hollow here is where you go to get to the Crumbling Cave section, but hopefully somewhere on this island we're going to get an upgrade. As for the hideout here, I have no idea where they can actually expand the hideout. If they do so, over here is some couple of trees they can knock off, but we don't know. But make sure that you are rank 16, because they're going to be going higher in the next patch. Now, as for the items, you are going to be getting new items as well. There's going to be new minions. There's going to be a new mount from here. It's going to be a tractor looking mount, I believe. But yeah, make sure you have all these items here already kind of acquired, because this is basically stuff that you're going to use your calories on once you're done upgrading. The last time we got, I believe, was the buffalo horn. We also have the alligator mount and then the Garlean mount as well, so expect to see the tractor mount come from the Island Sanctuary. So if you don't have these items here, I highly recommend getting them now before you need your calories for upgrades. So that is going to be for Island Sanctuary. Next is going to be for you PvPers. Now, the series of number 4 is going to end on October 3rd, and Series 5 will begin. So if you haven't done this yet, or if you are not finished, I highly recommend doing this immediately before the patch drops, because you can be losing Hand to Heart emote, the Ruby Light weapon, and you're also going to be losing the Traveling Supporter Identification Key mount. You also have the Framer kits as well, so I highly recommend doing this now before it's too late. Alright, also remember that the Tomestone Moogle event is also ending on October 3rd, so if you haven't gotten any of these things as well, I highly recommend doing PvP to do 2 things at once. There's also going to be new PvP gear and a new glamour set as well for the PvP series, so you have something to use your trophy crystals on come next patch. So make sure you get this done by October 3rd. Now this one is not coming out until 6.51. It's probably will come out maybe a month after 6.5 comes out, so maybe November, early December. That is going to be the new Criterion dungeon. This is not required to do the other 2 to unlock this, but you must unlock the Sylvan Subterrane in order to unlock a variant dungeon to begin with. Alright, so Mount Rockin, and then the next one is going to be in the Thavnerian area, but you want to make sure that you unlock this first. You will be talking to Osmond here, and also Shallow Moor over here as well to unlock this. I do have a video on how to unlock Variant Dungeon, but you have plenty of time to unlock this before the next one comes out. Alright, it is going to be, I think, the fairy mount that you see in the live letter that you're going to be getting. That hopefully from the 12 entries, but we'll find out more when the Criterion and Variant Dungeon comes out in 6.51. But make sure you have this done anyway, because it is a good way to get your tomestones and of course a crap ton of gil. So the next part, I'm going to be putting a spoiler warning, and I'll also be putting a timestamp so you guys can skip it if you don't want to hear what is coming up next. So the next thing is going to be in the extremes. Now right now we have Zodiark, Heidelin, the Endsinger, Barbarisha, Rubicante, and the Ragefinder we have Golbez, and in 6.5 we are going to be getting Zeromus, the big bad from Final Fantasy IV in the Fracture fight. Now the thing is, we're going to be getting the ultimate mount from this. So right now we have the links, and once you get all of the links from all of the extremes, you're going to be getting Bahamut. This is going to be the Final Fantasy IV Bahamut, not the Final Fantasy XIV Bahamut, which I really wish they would put in the damn game. I don't care how they do it, just put them in there. But if you get all of the cats in this expansion, you'll get the ultimate mount. Now the one thing I want to make perfectly clear, if you do not have the Rubicante mount yet, I highly recommend getting yourself the 99 totems. You get 2 per kill, and he will be giving your pity mount in the next patch with the totems. So if you don't have the mount and you do have the totems, you'll be able to get the mount come the next patch. So just like I have, I'm getting my Rubicante mount in patch 6.5. Once you have done Zeromus and got his mount, you'll be able to get it from the Wandering Minstrel, which is basically across from the Summoning Bell. Okay, so make sure that you have all your mounts up to 6.4. Now the rest of the content is not slated until 6.55. That is the upgrade to the Relic weapon from the Manderville. As you can see here, we have the Majestic Manderville weapon at 645 on level. Remember, these are going to be best in slot purely by off stats alone, so it's definitely worth getting these done if you don't want to do Savage stuff like that. But this is coming in patch 6.55, which is in mid-January. As for crafters and gatherers, this is also going to be upgraded in 6.51, which is going to be coming out like a month or so after the initial patch. But if you have not gotten these done yet, I highly recommend doing them now, because it's going to take you a good set of time to get all 8 done for crafters and all 3 done for your gatherers, but you have enough time to get those done. Alright, if you guys need help with getting those done, I will be able to link the videos down below in the description for you guys to do. Next, we are going to be completing the Tataru's Grand Endeavor in 6.55 in January. It starts with Small Business Big Dreams and ends, as of right now, Forever in Our Hearts. Small Business Big Dreams deals with Sicard. Soaring Profits, you must complete the Shadows of Mach 24-man raid in Heavensward to get this. Auspicious Encounter, you must complete the 4 Lords fights in the Stormblood zone. And Aggressive Expansion must be the Weapon series, Ruby, Diamond, Sapphire, and Emerald, and Shadowbringers, and Forever in Our Hearts is combined with that as well. Soaring Profits unlocks the Scion Portraits for your house. Auspicious Encounter gives you Glamour, which gives a tattoo on your arm. And the Aggressive Expansion gives you a portrait of the Children of Gaius as well for the housing area. So those are the things that you get unlocked by doing so. So it's very, very important if you guys want those things to do those 24-man raids and 8-man fights as well. And even though I touched upon it earlier, the Hildibrand side story quest as well. Make sure that you do it, because it's going to require for the next upgrade to the Relic weapon. So we have Not From Around Here was the last quest that we have done, and In Need of Adjustment was the last of the weapon quest that we had to have done. From the trailer of the 6.5 patch, I think Asura is going to be the Hildibrand trial that we deal with. So if that is possible, we might see 2 trials as expansion when doing the Hildibrand. So be prepared to do a trial fight for the Hildibrand questline. Of course, they're going to be doing Hildibrand in the Dawn Trail as well, so you're going to want to do the Hildibrand story anyway if you want to continue it. So make sure up to Not From Around Here is done. Now for some miscellaneous things that I want to bring to your attention. Grade 10 battle materia. Since the augmented, crafted, and tomestone gear can be overmelded, grade 10 battle materia is your best thing to have to remeld. The hunt will give you your crystals in order to get your materia pretty easily. Going forward into Dawn Trail, grade 9 crafter and gather materia I highly recommend stocking up on. Grade 10 will be obsolete when grade 11 and 12. If we get grade 11 and 12 come out, grade 10 it will be obsolete, so don't bother stocking up on these. Alright, but grade 9 is what you want to stock up on going forward into Dawn Trail. Next is the custom delivery client, which is the chicken girl that was doing the dance during the main story. She's going to be the next custom delivery client after Andon, so make sure that you have Go West Craftsman unlocked and done, so you can most likely unlock her. I don't think there's going to be anything that you have to do to unlock her except Go West Craftsman, so look out for that coming into the future. The tribal quests, the Agrasadara, the Omicron, and the Loperate. We're getting an allied tribe quest again going into patch 6.55. So make sure that you have your rank with them at 8. So Bloodsworn is what you want to have for those 3. If you need help unlocking those tribe quests, I do have videos for unlocking each one. So make sure you have those up as fast as possible. So you got until January to get them to rank 8. That's something you can do whenever, but if you want to prepare or want something to do it now. It should take you about at least a month or so to get them up to rank 8, since you have them doing dailies. Alright, so make sure those are done as well. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content and join the First Brood. If you guys want to join my Discord server, the link will be in the description down below. And if you want to support the channel further, I do have YouTube memberships available, and also a link to my Patreon will also be in the description down below. So until next time, make sure to walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut, and always remember to keep forging ahead. And I'll see you on October 3rd.